Okay, hi everyone. So today I'm going to be gluing the base bar in. I have it fitted. You'll notice I have some cleats attached. And the reason for that is because the glue is slippery, so when I glue the bar in, I don't want it to slip out of place when I'm applying the clamps. So I attached a few cleats just to keep it in position. I'm springing the bar, and in case you don't know what that means, first you fit the bar perfectly to the top, and then you relieve a little bit on the edge. And you can see how the end of the bar is sticking up a little bit above the plate. So what that does is when you glue the bar down, it applies a little bit of tension in the center where the bridge goes to help counteract the downward pressure of the bridge. And so I've done a little bit of bar springing. There's another reason for doing that, and I'll show you. Hang on just a second. Let me get the rib garland. So here's the ribs. I'm making this in the way that Stradivari did. So the ribs are the end block and the four corner blocks are all the same height. The neck block is 2 millimeters lower than that. So the top plate, when it's glued on, will actually bend slightly from this top corner block down to the neck block. And what that's going to do is going to put downward pressure on the base bar. And at the same time, the base bar will be putting upward pressure on the top. So I'm relieving the base bar a little bit and springing it a little bit to counteract that effect. So that's why I'm springing the base bar. There's some controversy as to whether or not a base bar should have any springiness to it, but that's the reason I'm doing it. So I'm going to go ahead and glue the bar in place. I'll show you the clamps that I'm using. So I'm using the Stradivari style clamps. This is a copy of the clamps that are in the museum in Cremona. See if you can get a better view that way. I've lined with cork on one side so that when it goes onto the plate like that, it won't scratch the outer surface of the plate. So it's padded with cork. And the way it glues together is just like that. Or the way it clamps, that's the way. So I'll glue the bar and then put these clamps on it. So I'm going to go ahead and get the glue ready. I'm going to use hot hide glue, which is the modern standard for assembling violins. There's some evidence that Stradivari and the other builders that were his contemporaries were using casein glue. But the modern standard is to use hot hide glue. So I'm going to warm up a pot of glue and get started on that. All right, so I just started warming up the glue over here, and it'll need to be heated up to 140 degrees. And it's a hot day in the shop. It's about 100 degrees Fahrenheit out here today, and I have no air conditioner in my shop. I do have a fan, but I'm not going to turn it on because you would have trouble hearing me. So I'll just make do. I'll just be sweaty. My shop has a tin roof also, and it gets pretty hot up there. And there's a cat that likes to jump up on it. Yeah, a cat on a hot tin roof. Okay, that was lame. I won't publish that. I'll edit that part out. Okay, that's 140 degrees. Here we go. So after that dries, I'll remove the clamps and start shaping the bar to its final shape. So I'll probably do that in the next video if I don't do it in this one. Stay tuned.